Hey y'all, so I'm at Peace Park in Sedona. We're getting a little tour, so I'm going to take y'all over, okay?
In this case, and bones too. We have a relic of the original Buddha, or the Buddha of this time, 2,600 years ago, attached to this structure here, and relics of other great masters. So why is that important? Because these things have spiritual juice. I mean, really powerful spiritual juice, these relics. They've been left behind to be used in this way in temples and in stupas. So that's another aspect of the stupa. And we have lots of barley and grains in there in big barrels, you know, topped on top of each other, and that's to produce good harvest and push back the causes of famine and stuff like that. So everything about a stupa is to produce positivity, blessings, and accelerate awakening, and to ease suffering and end suffering. So they're profound places of healing. If you're confused about stuff, spend some time at a stupa. You know, the clarity that comes from just being in the presence of this. So I don't know how much time you guys have, but I would encourage you to just spend some time here and just have the faith that there's something powerful that you may not know anything about.
As the wind blows.
How many people know how their cell phones work? You know how they work? Tell me how they work. What's the technology? No, you don't know how they work. We use cell phones every day in a year. So this is to explain how a stupa works. I don't have the ability to do that, but they work. Just know that this is extremely rare too. So a stupa in North America is pretty unusual. In Asia, they're in a lot of places, but a lot of them are decaying. You can't get to them. They're communist countries. Burma, Myanmar is having some real issues right now, and that's a country that has lots of stupas. This is an easy stupa to get to. It's a beautiful setting. In fact, you guys are here, even in the presence of a stupa, from a Buddhist point of view, it's considered to be extremely rare and auspicious. And if you believe in lots of zillions of past lives, like Buddhists do, you must have done something really profound in many lives to even be in the presence of one. That's the teaching. That's not me. Those are the teachings. So you're here. You felt something.
I got emotional sitting up there meditating.
So you know, maybe she's had past lives where she built temples or did some things, and this is like an echo of those lives that have inspired her somewhere. This happens a lot. I see people drop to their knees coming up here. They don't have a clue. They freaks them out. You know, but they go with it. So, how to use a stupa. There's so much more I could say, but I think if you want to learn more, grab one of these guys here, and who's the boss?
I'm not.
We're all the boss.
All right.
Thank you.
Everyone take one. And if you want, there's a website.
Pass these around.
Yeah, tar.org, and you can learn more about stupas on there, and then you can Google stupas and stuff.
How many are out here in America?
Can you tell us how to use it?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There are three in Arizona. There are two here. There's a little one down there, and there's another one.
Hey guys. Ooh, come on, Sia. Y'all know Sia from the Oath of Manifestation. It's so magical out here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, we'll go back. But he's going to tell us how to use the stupa.
I'll tell you
how y'all doing?
How to work with the stupa. So you guys know what's happening today across 800 cities in this country?
You're going to tell us that.
What's happening? Who's going to tell me?
Oh, sorry. It's like the walk of our lives, standing up for ourselves.
Yeah, it's like the march for our lives. Yeah, right. And what's that about? Gun violence, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been watching this on TV. It's some of the most profound stuff I've ever seen. These young people. How old are you guys? What? You in high school?
11 through 17.
Okay. You guys here? What's happening right now is your fellow students who've been shot up in schools are marching across the country, and they're pissed, and they're going to take back. They're going to take back their country, this country, and they're going to do it through voting and all that. Now, this is not a political rap here, but I'm making a point. So, bear with me. Stupas are places of profound spiritual refuge. We need places of refuge. We need places where we can go, whether it's a church or a place like this, and just sit and be and contemplate and think deeply about life and stuff like that. The other benefit of a stupa is that when things happen that are not cool, that are really profoundly troubling and really upsetting, you can go to a place like a stupa and you can make wishing prayers or intentions and know that those intentions have power. It's not a simple thing. These intentions go out into space, into infinity. They don't drop off. They last. They go forever. Wishes made, prayers made, intentions made at a stupa have a lot of spiritual juice and weight. It's not a simple. It's not a casual thing. It's a profound thing. So how many people have friends who have had cancer? Okay. How many people have friends that are really suffering right now? How many people have friends in your like close friends in your family that are troubled by stuff? You know, I mean, we all have that. You know, we can name I don't know how many people. How many people think there are really terrible places in the world right now where people are suffering horribly? You know, all the refugee situation, just the terrible stuff that's even happening in this country. So that's the reason I'm saying this is when you go, it's traditional, go around the stupa like as many times as possible in a clockwise way and do it with mindfulness. Like not in a casual way, and just think quietly maybe about who's suffering. Yeah, and for yourself too. So let's say you got some stuff going on, you know, or let's say your sister's been just diagnosed with something. And so you're going around and you're praying for your sister, you're praying for yourself. In whatever way you do. If you guys don't know what prayer means, or if you don't have a thing with that, then just do like thoughts, you know, like intentions, wishes, stuff like that. Whatever works for you.
Yes.
And then at the end, when you're through with that, and you know, go around as much as you can because the more is better. It says in the sign 3 times, but it's like do 100 times if you can. And then at the end, just quietly, however you want to do this, sort of, it's called sealing the blessing and dedicating the virtue of merit. So what you've just done, it's like you've just gotten all these blessings. It's like, and you can put them in a bank account, you know, instead of just walking away and saying, I'm done. It's sort of like seal the blessing. So it's sort of like, okay, I've been praying for my sister who's been diagnosed with cancer. And that's really a deep, heavy thing. And then what you do, what we suggest is you expand that. So, okay, I'm going to pray for all women who've been diagnosed with cancer, all men, all animals, all beings in all realms of existence. Or if you're praying for a part of the world that's really troubled, where there's a lot of poverty and illness, or there's a lot of violence in the streets, like today, it's a perfect thing. I pray for all these young people. I pray that there's no more gun violence. I pray that the leaders in Washington, you know, wake up and hear the cries and the voices of these very, very authentic, powerful young people. And this has been happening everywhere in every community. And just because they're white now, you know, it's a big deal because they came from a rich place. And they get that too. And so they're trying to include everybody in that. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this country that needs prayers and needs healing and needs blessings. So when you go around a stupa, you've produced something positive and beneficial. And you can be confident that when you dedicate that, I'm offering what I've experienced here to all beings in all realms of existence, and I'm offering it to all these trouble spots around the world. And there's, you know, pick one, pick 10. So that's the best way to use a stupa. Visit your most worthwhile. And yeah.
You seal the deal by expanding it and making it bigger?
Yeah, and just say at the end. Yeah, and then just say at the end. In anywhere you want. It's like we have a prayer, that little prayer that we do. But it's like you could say, I offer this, or I dedicate this.
Right. This is my dedication.
Yeah, I'm offering
This is my
this,
footprint.
and that like seals the blessing, because you're not holding it just for yourself.
Right. You're giving it to
You're
the
like
world.
giving it. It's
It's not
like
just for me and my situation. It's for everybody.
and then it's like it explodes out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Any other questions? You know, now you guys, you've got some time to do this and spend time.
All right,
here.
y'all.
Sit,
So we're going to go do some stuff.
meditate.
And I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit.
The power is in the
Besos.
stupa. It's so powerful.